So this is hilarious. This is absolutely hilarious. The Chicago Sky in 2025 drafted Ajša Sivka at number 10. Ajša Sivka. And I thought this was a reach at the time because I remember at the start of the year she was projected to go around 8 to the Fever. And I was like, oh, I don't know about this one. I'm like, she kind of didn't have a great year in 24-25. And then she did not improve in 25-26. Basically, she has been the same player. Sivka has been the same player for 2 years. Her development has not really been there. I understood the 10th pick because they didn't want to bring 2 onto the roster. But they drafted her 10. And she was not ready to come over. She was absolutely not ready to come over. And what ended up happening was they stashed her. And then coming into this season, they asked, being like, oh yeah, what do we think about her coming over? And Jeff Pagliocca was like, well, we'll talk to her if she wants to come over, we'll bring her over. And it's one of those things where I'm like, okay, cool. That is the way that Jeff was talking about it. And now she is signed for Kentucky. I would guess that Sivka has, considering she is 20, now going on 21 at the end of the year, I'm guessing that Sivka has 3 years of eligibility, maybe. I don't know what her eligibility situation is. But like, I can't remember in the men's side, I'm pretty sure like the EuroLeague rising star is like 22 years old and has got a year college eligibility. But this is a very interesting one because if you are Jeff Pagliocca, you're probably just like, you know what? Yes, we'll take that. Because the Chicago Sky now have a 6'4" 3-point shooter who is under contract with them until, instead of being under contract till 2028, she is now probably under contract with them. Let's say she starts this year. She goes 27, 28, 29, 30. She starts in 2030. And she is then under contract till 2033. She is under contract on a rookie deal till 2033. So the Chicago Sky have her tied up long term. And there's an opportunity for people to clown Chicago, but Ajša Sivka attended the draft. Her intentions were clear. So this isn't on them. She changed her mind. Sky pivoted to keep her rights. Yeah, and not only that, if she basically, like, let's just say if she cooks in Kentucky. Let's just say she's unbelievable after 2 years. And it's like, oh shit, she would be, even though she'd be an older player, she's potentially going to be a number 1 overall pick in 2030 or something. I don't know about, in fairness, this year's class is pretty good, but let's just say she'd be a top 2 or 3 pick. That's the way she's looking. All of a sudden then Chicago have her rights. So the Chicago Sky have the ability to trade, as does whoever signed Classens, whoever drafted Classens 24. But like, if Ajša Sivka is looking like she's going to be a top 3 or 4 pick in the draft, I'm not joking when I say this. The Chicago Sky could potentially trade the draft rights to a player currently in college, which would be genuinely hilarious. But they have they basically have the best case scenario. They have the best case scenario because, like, they have Ajša Sivka Clark-Strack. She never signed a rookie contract. Sky retained her draft right. She never played college ball. International players don't enter draft. They're picked when they reach a certain age. She did nothing wrong. Sivka did nothing wrong. Yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely. And this could be a hindsight masterstroke for Jeff Pagliocca. Jeff Pagliocca legitimately might have made the best move of his Sky tenure. And it was by complete accident. This might actually be Jeff Pagliocca's top and best move as the GM of the Chicago Sky. His best move very much could be drafting a player and that player deciding to change her mind and go back to college. Because then you have got a player on a rookie deal coming into her prime who does project to be a pretty damn good player, especially older. And the thing is that the Chicago Sky, if she wanted to come over this year, Chicago Sky would play her, realize she's not ready yet, which she's not. She had a pretty poor season in Spain this year. Started off really hot. Has not looked good in Spain this year. Didn't even have a good FIBA U20s last summer. Like, she was playing in the FIBA U20s, which is, look, for a player of her level, you expect her to absolutely dominate. She didn't. She's somebody that, like, she was expected to be better than she is right now. And that's just a fact. She was expected to be a much better player than she is right now. And the Sky probably would have cut her. But now the Sky don't have to. She projects absolutely in her mid-20s to be a WNBA player. It's a different thing coming over young and then suddenly you have to pay her rights if she ends up peaking. Like, if she peaks in year 4, as a 6'4" shooter, the Sky would have to pay quite a big premium to keep her. But now if she peaks in what would be her 4th year, she still has another year of college, and suddenly you've got a player in her prime. The Chicago Sky are basically getting her in her prime on a rookie deal. So, works out, and this could be Jeff Pagliocca's best move as GM, is accidentally signing drafting a player who decided that she wanted to go back to college. It is mad. It is mad, like, and yeah, I wonder, someone said if you weren't ready, you shouldn't have entered the draft. Nobody entered the draft. You don't enter the draft. The GMs need to do better. No, they don't. What do you mean the GMs need to do better? This could be fucking genius. These GMs, I don't know about Jeff Pagliocca, but there's a reason why these GMs are just drafting random international players. Because in 5 years' time, they might be good enough and want to come over to WNBA, and suddenly you have their rights. That's why they're drafting them. It is GMs not drafting international players are the dumb ones. They are the dumb ones, not the ones that are doing it. But anyway, yeah, that is the video. It's a hilarious situation, and the fact that the Sky could come out huge winners of this because of it, even though every single player they drafted in 2025 is currently not on the roster.